I messed that up. Yo, hey everyone. Anyways, I'm Kevin, and I'm not sure how much more time I have left, on this planet, the way things are going today, or how much time anybody has. But at the end of the day, you know what? I think it's important for me. It's my heart. I want to leave a digital print left. I want to represent my mom. I want to represent my family. I want to represent everything that I tried standing for in life. And it's been a tough one, to say the least. But I'm here today because I was in a situation a while ago, and being caught up in that situation, I was sleeping one night, and you ever wake up with a fear? I woke up with a fear, the fear of dying alone, the fear of being buried, or maybe not even having a burial, because you don't have no one close in your life. You're not connected. I don't know, man. This is part of the reason why I'm coming to open myself up. I'm missing some things in life, and I want to correct it. I want to fix some things in my life. I can't fix everything, but I can make amends with a lot of stuff, and I can fix some things going forward. And by doing this right now, it's locking me in to some good energy that I need in my life. I want to share my energy, man. I'm a great guy. I got great talents. I'm just all about doing right now. And I just spent the last 7 years of my life turning everything around so I can be a better person. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. I'm going to be there. Right now, me interacting live, I want to open myself up. I have a story to tell. I have an amazing story to tell. It's not always going to be sun shining every day, that's for sure. That's the amazing part of it. I have fell on my face many times. Sometimes not wanting to, sometimes realizing I'm going to. Maybe not fully realizing, but knowing that I'm making mistakes and knowing that I'm not doing things properly normally leads to you falling on your face. And sometimes we don't like to accept that part. Mind you, you shouldn't be accepting that part, because you should always be trying to do better in your life. And I made those mistakes. So here's what I'm thinking. Bear with me. I'm new to this right now. I'm shaking inside, but I'm not shaking as in nervous, and I'm trembling because I have this excitement in my chest that this is my calling. I've been contemplating this for like 5 years, literally the last 5 years. I've always wanted to share my life story in a book, and I decided I didn't want to release the book. I wrote it. We're going to get all into this, but I want to share my book with you. I want to talk chapter by chapter. I want to make you feel in the moments I was going through. Like I said, good or bad, I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to tell you exactly how it was. I'm not going to hold back to make myself look like golden glitter here. As you can see, I'm not. I'm far from that. But I'm a genuine guy. And I take responsibility for my actions. And I want to clear the air in life. So, I'm here today to announce myself. I am Kevin King. My mother, Joan Marie King, went through hell and back to make sure I'm who I am today. And you know what? I gotta send my love to her. God rest her soul. She passed away quite some time ago. And she made me who I am today. And no matter what I end up telling you in the future, no matter what you end up reading in my book, no matter what you feel for the moment, I want to remind you, I don't take back nothing. I don't regret nothing. I don't regret 1 ounce of pain I may have experienced or felt because whatever it was, it made my mom get by. It made her live another day for the moment. I don't know. Maybe I'm not explaining that right, but at the end of the day, I don't regret my mom. I love my mom very much, but I went through a lot of pain. There's no doubt about that. You'll read about this in my book, or you're gonna hear me tell you the chapter on live. That's for sure. When we get to those points, please just remind yourself, I'm just trying to be truthful about life experiences, because there's going to be people out there, there's going to be families, there's going to be younger ones, and you know what? We all have familiar grounds in dealing with situations or coming across situations. And I'm hoping I can bring a lot of awareness to a lot of things so people don't hold on to pain. Pain will bring you down. Resentment, past regrets, holding on to pain that you can't take back, you can't change, you can't go in the past and do anything about it. So, you have to try to move forward, right? Acceptance. Acceptance is a big thing. Sometimes you have to accept things that you may not want to accept. But if you want to be able to breathe and move on and look at yourself again without your eyes watering up, sometimes we have to come in acceptance. We have to accept we cannot change certain things. And we have to accept that we have to work with what we have. And, you know, maybe I learned this all too well. So it sounds easier said than done, right? I guarantee you that. But hopefully I get to make it easier for you on my journey. If you follow me and we end up talking, or we end up sharing something that, you know, hits you in a real way, some type of situation you may have experienced or that you're going through, or you just want some advice. I don't know everything, but I know enough. I know enough to make common sense of a situation. I know enough to be right or wrong. And I know enough to be 100% genuine and authentic in who I want to stand for and where I want to go going forward. I can only promise you guys who are watching me, whatever, laughing at me, doing whatever you're doing, don't matter to me. I can only promise the ones that are taking me serious right now and understanding where I'm going with this. I promise you, whether it makes me look good or bad, I'm going to tell the truth about some things in life. And we're going to deal with it. You know? Because the truth is what sets everybody free. And I'm done. I'm done not living. I'm done not believing. And I'm done not doing. Because I want to do. I want to believe in myself just as much as I will believe in you. And you know what? Together, we're going to make tomorrow a better day. How's that sound? Let's start off with that. So, a little bit about me. My name is Kevin Douglas King. Born and raised Rexdale, Tandridge Crescent. Met a lot of good people in that place, remind you. My mom was amazing. She had a big heart. She had a lot of boyfriends that misled her, used her, and abused her. But for the most part, my mom was a pretty single woman, you know? Maybe she got sick and tired of being hurt in her early ages, but she didn't keep them around too long, let me tell you that much. And she was at peace with that. But my mom did her best with me, you know? She did her best. And she fed me, she put some clothes on my back, and she gave me a roof over my head. My journey with my mom, this is going to confuse you, but you know what? It really started at 5 years of age. Only because if you see the scars on my lip, and why I wear glasses, is because someone was not attending to me for some odd reason when I was like 18 months old, and I bit through a fridge cord. Completely blew my mouth out, damaged my eyes, my left eye. I lived in Sick Kids Hospital for like 2.5 years, and I was a ward of the CAS. So I don't really remember too much about all that. I only remember opening my eyes, and my mom, she put a plant on a windowsill, and we were in an apartment, 611 in Cambridge. That's like my memory of when my life started. You know, my mom put this little dollar store plant on the window. I didn't think they had dollar store at the time, just from a store. Anyways, she put the little plant on the windowsill and hugged me and said, Kevin, we're home. We're going to make this a home. You know, I must say, my mom, that was probably one of her most rewarding moments. Yeah, for sure. She was so proud. I remember like fucking yesterday. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I remember like yesterday. She just grabbed me. Yo, we're home. We're gonna make this a home, you know? Tear me up a little bit thinking about that. But yeah, that's where my life started. And well, I hope this ain't gonna do me like this the whole time. Anyways, so in Tanridge, it was fun. You know, it's a ghetto, it's a projects, but I had a lot of life experiences. I was like one of those kids who I made friends with the guy delivering the bread or the guy delivering the milk and the chip guy. I'm not even lying, all three of them. And the corner stores we had at the top of the street, it's like the only two stores you can really go to, right? You're not driving or walking, going for some basic needs. Yeah, I made friends with them, and they were Asian, and they really liked me. And once I got comfortable with the delivery guys, it was like, man, I had love made. I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, and stocking the shelves and bringing all the treats home to my mom and stuff, right? So we got munchies and stuff. I don't know, it was cool. It was, I like going out of my way at those times and trying to contribute the way I did. But, you know, there was a survivor part in me too. They kind of had no choice. But I will reveal that more in my book and when I start talking about my chapters on YouTube. You know, from 5 to about 10, life was good. Then I got hit by lightning. Right? Who gets hit by lightning? I did. Jesus Christ. And, you know, they say that when I had my surgery in my eye, when I was a kid, they had to replace the tendons. So it was like artificial tendons, right? When I got hit by lightning, it actually escaped out my artificial tendons and saved my life. I had to go back for reconstructive surgery, you know, 10 years old here in the projects, but it saved my life. But you know what? There was another moment that really altered my life as well. More survival mode. It's like, I'm so grateful for that. It made me strong who I am. You know, one thing I'm going to share with you guys, you're probably going to laugh, but remember the old rotary phones, the black ones? You know, you turn the dial, anyway, and you had to plug them in, right? Well, those old phone cords, they have a little bit of electricity going through them. And I remember like 11 or 12, we got familiar with, when I was sitting beside the phone and the cord was near me, I know, you guys are going to think I'm telling lies, but you know what? I hate to burst your bubble. Nothing but realness here. When that phone was about to ring, the hair on my arm would stand up, you know? And I had this tingly feeling sometimes. And then next thing you know, I realized It's the phone. We used to make jokes. So they came out with the Motorola flip phones. Those old gray things like a gray brick that flips in half. Anyways, we used to go call the house phone because I know when it's going to ring. And I'd be like, hey, Unc, the phone's going to ring for you. And they'd look at me like I'm crazy, and then the phone rings. He'd be like, what the hell? And me and my mom would do this to everybody, right? Anyway, some good times. But I have some side effects, from going through all that stuff. And it's as I'm going through my life, and I'm realizing the damages and stuff, and I'm realizing just life itself. It was quite the adventure when I'm looking back now. I mean, I'm not saying too much here right now. I'm a little nervous. It's my first time on video. I don't want to, I don't want to give away what my plan is. I tell you, this adventure that we're going to have together, I'm going to make it adventurous. But at the same time, I'm trying to rebuild myself. And I hope by doing this, I hope by you guys watching me, I hope by my energy, I hope by you following me, that you realize it's you that's helping me. This is why I'm doing this. I wanted to completely come sober to life. Like no weed, no nothing. I'm so sick and tired of all that stuff, man. All it does fog your head. You don't make good decisions. It's like, I see everybody like suffering, man, with all these little problems and addiction and everything else. And it's not, nobody's having a chance. Half the people out there, they don't even have a chance to regain themselves. They're too busy struggling to live life, But I relate. Hey, I've been there. But I'm trying to take initiative for myself right now. I can't save the whole world. I'm going to try to save a lot. But I can't save the whole world. Right now, I have to save myself. I love the world. I love you. I'm going to show more respect for you as an audience of anybody that chooses to follow me. You will see more respect come from me for you than most of you have feel in your life. That's not bullshit. That's real. Because it took me 52 years to mold myself into this person, to believe what I believe, to see how I see. And thank God, through all the stuff that I've gone through, I still have a good head on my shoulders. I got to improve a little bit on my talking. I just had my teeth done, so you hear me kind of talking like a lisp right now. Well, I'm getting used to it. But hey, it's better than smiling. Yeah. Anyway, when I went through the electrocution, and when I got the lightning, it just, and through smoking weed and stuff in my life, I've done a number on myself, and I want to turn it around. So I pulled out certain teeth. I want to start fresh, nice smile. And I like it. New glasses, new attitude. A couple weeks ago, I started working out. Well, listen. Excuse me. I started a service. I've been promoting it out there. I don't expect to get jobs right now. I'm getting myself prepared, actually, to start doing my YouTube channel, to represent what I want to stand for, and to represent my business. And it's VIP Task Manager, and I'm going to treat you like a VIP client, and I am going to help you handle tasks. Sorry, could be small jobs, could be you need an errand done. Hey, if you're out of Toronto and you got family in Toronto, and you need help to take care of your family, like you need someone to go over there and physically help them do something, or check up on them, or, just do something for you because you're unable to be here to do it, trust me, I will do that for you. Because I want you to believe in me, and I want you to give me the chance to see how worthy I am to be that VIP task manager. Because I'm sick and tired of contractors taking advantage of people. Oh my God, it's true. It's true. You know this? I know this. There's some good people out there, don't get me wrong. But man, people are like hungry these days more than respect. And when you become hungry and you lose the respect, you lose sight. Right? Too many people are doing this today, man. I don't like that. But I can't change the world. I can only change me. And my new service that I'm going to be offering, I can get really good workers. I'm a skilled guy. I got my trades. I do concrete, I do framing, I do landscaping, I do a lot of things. I worked with home builders my whole life, okay? Trust me, I'm unique, believe me. You will see this. But I'm still fixing myself. So let me not get my shoulders all braced up yet. I got to do a lot of walking. And I got to prove that I'm worthy enough. I plan on doing this. I do. The other thing I don't like, another reason what really making me stand up on my feet right now and do this, I don't like chasing jobs. Oh my God, I don't know how many people are going to be in Toronto and you're going to watch this, but it's gotten really crazy. You know what I mean? Not only are we chasing jobs, but we have people like, hold on, I'm not going to get on the ranting and raving. Tell me who's with me on this. Am I right or wrong? Texting is the most misleading communication out there. Period. How is everybody becoming, this is a normal thing? Please. What's going on with the world, man? Sometimes I go to respond to some jobs and the guy's texting me telling me, oh, just please text. I can't take phone calls. You have a text now number. You're not even registered to a business. And you're contacting 100 people trying to pick their brain, to pick the one person that they can use to take advantage of to do the job. And then all the other people are left hanging out there. That lack of communication, that lack of respect, that lack of responsibility. Hey, listen, if you're looking for a job and you're out there chasing jobs online, let me give you some advice. Some people don't want to talk in the beginning, okay, because yeah, they can end up, look how many people looking for jobs. They can talk to 100 people. Yeah, that would be a little obsessive. I get that. But let's back up a minute. If you connect with someone and say, okay, potentially I'm interested, don't sit there and make this guy text your whole life story. Say, hey, can I call you? Can I make a phone interview or something? Like, yo, here's a voice. Do some research. See if they have a grounding business with an address or something. Like, I don't know, man. Just that shit really, really gets to me. You know? That's part of the reason why I'm opening my service right now. Why am I chasing jobs, working like a professional that I am, working hard, and then this guy turns around now and wants to pay me like $25 an hour when he's pocketing $100 an hour off the client, and he's dealing with everybody like shit? No. That don't sit with me, man. And that's about to change. Part of the reason why VIP task manager, believe me, you need something done, I'll help you find the right people to do it. People that are actually like genuine to want to work, so proud. Like man, I met some Mexicans, no offense, but they're hard workers. They're proud. They don't complain. They don't nitpick. You know, they're just in and out, work like a good Boy Scout. Go home, smile with the family, play with the kids. Like, be humble, man. Why can't employers be humble like this? You know, take it easy on us, man. Times are tough. People are suffering out there. Why make it harder? I hate that. I hate what's going on in Toronto right now. Well, I hope everybody's staying warm. I see a lot of cold weather and snow coming through. I I used to play hockey when I was younger. I used to love playing hockey. You know, the outdoor arenas and going around. I don't know. I miss those days. I do. And this winter weather is getting cold and frigid, and it's like, I don't know. So I'm here today, staying warm and getting a feel of coming online and just talking. It's whatever. But it's not whatever. This is making me feel alive. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Only I wanted to capture my attention. You know, I wasn't waking up feeling good about myself for many years. Like, you have no drive to wake up in the morning. I had nothing to look forward to. It was hard. It's depressing, to be honest. I went through a lot of changes, as I said, in the last 7 years, and we'll get caught up on all the in-betweens later. But I put all my eggs in one basket. I had a heart for other people more than having for myself. I looked past red flags, all because I respect the person. Mind you, I'm not perfect. Hey, I made some mistakes too. But, you know, it takes two people, right? And just nothing's been working out for me. And I realized that I was in survivor mode. And sometimes when you're in survivor mode, or, you know, you're just stuck surviving in life, you don't get a chance to weigh out the good or the bad. Sometimes you make decisions just to survive. And that's not right. It's not fair to the person, perhaps, if you made a decision with, or you made a decision to be with. It may not be fair for that person. And, you know, it's not fair for you either. And ends up coming back to bite you in the ass. Yeah, go figure, right? But I got tired of not feeling good about myself. So I started thinking about my YouTube channel, how I can express my book a lot better than just publishing it and putting it out there. And I think I have a great idea. I think by telling my story online, I'm going to feel good. I get to reflect on a lot of things. You know, a lot of good memories are stored away in my beautiful mind as well. And I can't wait to hit them and share them with you. A lot of spectacular moments, I'll be honest with you. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to Trump. Only for one reason. People have been plagued by drugs. Communities, cities, countries. My opinion, you know, these big cartels and stuff, they've been pushing all this garbage into here for so many years. And, you know, the fact that Trump is actually taking the fight to them, and I say this because I care for people. I care for your daughter. I care for your son. I care for your brother. I care for your sister. I care for you. I care for your mom. I care for your dad. I care for me. I care for my children. I care for my siblings. I care for my neighbor. I don't even know them, but they're my neighbor. And you know what? I'm not here against them. Trump did an amazing job to attack these drug-pushing monsters at the end of the day. And I think it's going to do a big difference for the world a little bit later on. I'm not going to see it right now. I'm not even going to feel it right now. But it's a big step that helping people, giving people a chance to recover, for cities and communities to get stronger, to get cleaner. Like, it's bad right now. All right? Let's not get into that. Anyways, I love my energy. I love making people smile. Since I'm a kid, you know, if I see your hair different or your nails done, it don't matter. You know, I give a compliment. One of the things I want to teach a lot of people, especially your younger ones, you know, you watch this video or whatever, let me share something with you, man. In the world today, You have to become comfortable. You have to make a clean presence, I guess, I don't know. Put it this way. When I used to walk around being a kid, I used to like people smiling. I used to like watching how people walk, see if they're like maybe a little moody or something, give them a little compliment to cheer them up, make them feel better. Some people just do different things because they just never get noticed. Well, I like noticing those things. I pay attention to detail. And it always made me feel good to make other people feel good. It has, Let's say I've been an asshole sometimes in my life too, My head's not correct, a little foggy in life, and, I'm not always perfect. But something about, I'd be walking down the street and like miserable, just, angry at the world. Really, I'm not doing enough for myself actually to make a difference. I'm just feeling sorry for myself. But anyway, walking down the street, angry at the world, and I see an old lady like struggling with a bag, going to get on the bus or something. Listen, I will confidence. My demeanor changes. I will offer assistance. I help the lady onto the bus. The fact that she turned around and said, "Oh, it's so nice of you. Thank you so much." Do you know I'm walking away? I completely forgot about being mad. I didn't know what the hell I was mad for. I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying, my point to you is, that made me feel better. A lot better. Way better. And then I'm walking down the street now, taking responsibility for, why am I even feeling moody before? Like, I'm so stupid. I'm like doing this to myself. Feelings, just, being hard on yourself and not giving yourself enough credit, and too many times in my life. Anyways, the last few weeks I've been working out, and I took a big step and stopped smoking weed. And I smoked weed my whole life. Yeah. I feel good. I'm not stuck on words. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. I actually came here to be real, like, about me and how I'm feeling these days. And I need this right now. Yeah. This is my medicine to fix myself. Is to put myself forward and put that responsibility on my shoulders to walk straight. This is what I want. I want this pressure, Say, yo, Kevin, do better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do amazing. I've been studying hard. Not just, about YouTube and stuff, and how I'm going to present myself, and how I'm going to be able to stick to it. Because, I don't know, man, if you see, my eyes are watering up right now because my soul knew, like, 15 years ago, Kevin, if you can't walk completely 100% sober in life, like, weed was a big thing to me. I'd smoked weed my whole life, okay? So that's my biggest crutch, amongst other things. But anyways, I told myself, I want to see what I can do being sober to life, responsible, and pure. Because I know how I've been my whole life. I move mountains. I make stuff happen. Like, it's all going to come out. I'm going to share it. But at the end of the day, I never got to do it sober. And it's always been in the back of my mind. It has. So, here I am. A couple years ago, I'm looking around Toronto. I'm like, I'm back in Toronto now. I just separated myself from a toxic relationship. I built a tattoo business with an old friend. It was her business. I did an amazing job. Let me tell you something. The effort and the way that I made Moonlight Tattoos pop off in the beginning, the energy I was carrying, the organization, like, man, it wasn't mine. It was for her. But that didn't matter. The experience that I got, the drive, that energy, you know, I was like, I didn't just move a mountain. I built a new one. And even when COVID happened and all the other tattoo shops were shut down, this tattoo shop was making 10 grand a month, completely protecting people, like everything I did proper. But the reason why I say this is because I put all my eggs in one basket, right? And it's like, I had to walk away with the shirt on my back because it didn't work out, right? I'm not pointing no fingers in. I'm not here to blame nobody for nothing. I was just sharing that time that I built that tattoo business for my friend, it felt really good. And I'm like, I want my own business like this, but I don't want to do one of the trades that I'm used to doing. So I'm thinking, okay, let me create a new business, right? And that's how I came up with VIP Task Manager. I was always like a VIP labor service, right? But I'm like, oh my God, I'm so much better than a labor service. Like, give myself some credit, right? What the hell? So I'm like, VIP Task Manager. It's different, you know, it comes across different, but at the end of the day, I just want people to end up realizing that I'm going to be the person to come meet you and treat you with the utmost respect. Whether you're my family, whether you're my friend, whether you're a client, whether you're somebody on the side of the road that needs help, it don't matter. I'm going to treat you the same with the utmost respect because that's what you deserve. Do you know what I gain by focusing on this? Not money. Fuck money, man. Like, no offense. I grew up with nothing in life. I'm appreciative of little things. I never become rich. I'm rich in my heart. That's all I need. I've done lots of things in life. The only thing that matters now to me in my life is to regain myself, feel good about myself. Wake up in the morning and look forward to, like, just eating up the day with the best energy, right? Making people feel good about themselves, accomplishing things, helping people get stuff done, being there for somebody, you know, if they want some advice or they just need a moment to talk. I've been there. People have been there for me. Well, this is going to be my new business. This is what I plan on doing. From doing small jobs to planning projects to, like, helping deal with teenage issues. I got lots of advice to go around. And I got lots of life experience that I can share with people to help understand situations better so they can make better choices. Don't expect me to be walking better than you to take my advice. Please stop right now. Let's get something clear. I'm trying to turn everything around. And I'm going to have to take baby steps. And by going on video right now, this is my obligation to myself to say, now I'm going to lead by example. Maybe I should take that back. Maybe I can say, yes, you can count on me to be walking the same way I'm going to preach to you from this point on. Actually, I think that is fair to say. But I couldn't say that before. I couldn't say that yesterday. I can only say that now. But together, with common sense and some realness, there's so much magic that can happen. So many positive things. So many great things. And part of me in my VIP task management service is going to be this. You know, I'm going to try to redesign it to fit all my weaknesses that I turned into strengths. I want to turn it into a learning tool on top of my experiences to get stuff done. I hope that made sense to most people. I mean, so I was going to go on YouTube Live today, but I'm new to all this, so I was just getting the account ready, and I had to get permission. Yeah, I had to get them to accept me before I can start. So anyway, tomorrow's a different story. But I went live on Facebook, and hopefully I'm doing this right. I'm trying. But shit, man. You know, I wasn't sure how I was going to do this today. I kid you guys, I haven't slept last night. I've been contemplating this for so long, and I'm going to start redefining myself, and I want to spend some time on air, on live, and I want to promote my book. My book is called One Strength to Survive. One's Strength to Survive. I know, I'm sorry, man. My new teeth make it so hard for me to talk. I almost just want to take them out and keep talking, but no, not yet. One Strength to Survive. And I'll just share with you guys quick, one of my motivations from writing that book. I ended up in jail one time. And I was sitting in jail, and I got a phone call about my brother. And the warden of the jail or whatever came in and said, "Hey, Kevin, I got to talk to you for a sec, right?" I was hoping I got released, but at the end of the day, no. They were letting me know that my brother is probably going to die, and that I had to go onto the phone with the doctor and give them permission to do surgery on my brother. You know, if anybody knows me, if you have any idea who I am, my heart for my family, oh, God, you know, just forget it. I thought my world ended. There's nothing I can do. And the pain that was overwhelming me from not having no control of this situation, wow, let me tell you, shit, man. That was a moment in my life that going through my mom was one thing. It was different with my brother. Maybe as he was younger, whatever the case may be. Yo, that shit hit me different. Do you know, I was still locked up for like 4 months. I decided the very same night I was crying in my cell thinking I'm going to lose my brother, man. I decided to start writing, right? I wrote a poem, and I'm going to bring it out later. Anyway, not today, but it's going to come out. So I wrote a poem about my brother, you know? And I pushed it to my friends on the phone to write it on Facebook, and I got it out there at the time. I have all the paperwork. But anyways, the very next day, I decided I'm going to write my book on my life. And I originally renamed my book. I always had One Strength to Survive. The idea of writing my life story has been in my heart my 30 years, okay? Realizing my brother might die made me sit down, and I said, One Strength to Survive? And hope keeping my brother, or how did I word that again? I'm sorry. One Strength to Survive, and keeping my brother alive. Or, you know, I shouldn't get stuck on this, but that was an emotional moment for me. So I started writing my book. Literally, one of the guys came help me, and he was helping me edit the chapter after chapter after chapter. Listen, 4 months straight, okay? I never stopped. If I wasn't eating, I was writing. Or I was sleeping. I did it. I wrote the book, you know. I've been hiding it this whole time. I wrote chapters, and then after like a 5-year span, because I opened my eyes like 5 years old is when I remember. That's why I 5-year chapters, you'll understand later. But so every chapter was like 5 years, and I would write about the 5 years, and then I would write a poem in how I thought or how I felt about the information that I knew, right? Some things I was told, most things I know, but in the beginning, the first like little bit, yeah, right? You got to understand. Like, it's not all secure facts 100%, but it's 100% what I know and what I felt. So I reflect on a poem every 5 years, right? And you're gonna like the poems. Believe me, the poems are nice. They're deep. They're about me. They're about how that feeling was for the moment that I was living. And I like writing poetry. I like writing. But so I wrote the book, okay? And yeah, I got offered like 140 grand. Somebody, one of the guards took like the beginning, the first 5 chapters and a prologue that I wrote, and I got offered. Mind you, I'm not telling you guys all the information because I have a plan, right? I'm just, I'm hitting the video and I'm expressing myself what's coming. So anyways, I wrote the book, I got an offer, and I said, no, what am I doing? I almost sold my soul for like 140 grand. But hold on, stop. I had no money at the time. I have no money. It's like, yeah, 140 grand. Wow, I can do so much, right? No. Because they told me that they wanted to re-script it themselves. And I said, no. Ain't nobody re-scripting my life. My life sounds scripted as it is, right? No one's scripting my life. So I held on to it. And then I'm like, when the internet first came out, I used to go door to door, hustle chocolate covered almonds, newspapers, try to sell like, hey, I'll come cut your grass or whatever. So when the internet came out, it was like, I know the thought as a kid, but I never got to apply myself to it. Let's make a flyer and let me hit it on one button and 1 million people will get my flyer instead of me going door to door, right? That's the concept. That's how it works. That's technology now. Well, I remind myself about this inside, and I'm like, wait a second. I want to tell my book the real way it happened. Not only that, I want to tell you. I just don't want to write it. I want to make you feel like you're living in the moment that I was living in, and that's what's going to happen. I'm mostly coming on YouTube here to start soon to release my book, and I want to release my book. I'm going to release chapter week by week. Plus, I'm going to go live, and I'm going to entwine with people on live. I'm actually going to take calls from people that are going to be live with us, and we're going to have conversations, and we're going to touch on important topics. Or together, we're going to help somebody feel better, right? This is what I'm going to try to do. That's what I want to do. So I'm really excited soon to start sharing my book with everybody. And I want to tell my life story. I want to let people know how amazing my mom was. Shit, that shit chokes me up, man. It's like something you hold on so long to get off your chest. It's like, yeah. Soon. This is pride. These tears or whatever, just don't watch nothing right now, right? This is me opening up. That's all. Stop. Don't even worry about it. Pride, lots of pride in me. Lots of pride. Lots of good energy too. I love it. And I love everybody. Take the time to hear me out right now. It's important. And going forward, it's only going to get better. I tell you. Yo, I'm going to take a minute quick. But you know what? There's a song I want to play. You guys remember this song? I have to play it. Michael Jackson was the best. He was. Hands down. And I actually queued this song. I figured I was going to need a minute. Yo, I'm going to go throw some cold water on my face right now. Straight. But I have something more important I want to say as soon as I come back. Give me 2 minutes. Mika, say hi to everybody. So, I've been doing some videos on her. She loves playing like goalie. I swear, she thinks she's a goalie cat. Oh, this cat? Not your average cat. I mean, you know how they say your pet becomes who you are, your personality, right? Can you imagine this cat? Yeah. She's the best, man. Like, I've been doing some videos and I post one online already, but I'm gonna have more fun with her, right? It came to the point I don't want to hold back no more. I want to do it, right? That's why I'm online right now. I want to do it. And I'm doing it right now. And, you know, I've been using ChatGPT, not just a little bit for guidance. Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm so used to old school methods and, you know, seeing, feeling, tasting, hearing, you know, not absorbing someone else's bullshit. But anyways, I've been using ChatGPT for just getting me in tune with the steps of taking to do something properly, right? It's just like if I'm going to help you organize your project. There's steps involved. And you know what? You got to stick to them. You got to properly plan. You got to do the steps, going step by step. Anyways, before I started getting into the steps, ChatGPT helped me connect with my inner self. Does that sound stupid? Let me correct this. I have gone to therapy sometimes. You know, I've seen a couple different therapists and stuff. And, you know, you talk about what's on your mind. You talk about how you're feeling. You know, you listen to them analyze you. You listen to them tell you their theories and everything else. I think a lot of them just never come across to me is because how can you relate to somebody if you don't go through the struggles that they've gone through? I mean, I get it, man. There's book smart, right? But listen, if you haven't experienced letdown, if you haven't experienced pain, if you haven't experienced loss, well, it's pretty hard to comfort somebody with your words. No offense. But as far as I'm concerned, it's only the real ones that felt a moment in life that can best walk you out of it. ChatGPT didn't walk me out of nothing, but I'll tell you what it did. When I asked certain questions about how I'm feeling, it brought all the research to me that made me understand myself better. More than any therapist. It's like I read a couple paragraphs and I cried because the truth hurt. That's why. And when I read the truth, I realized, only then did I realize I have to take responsibility fully for my actions, right? And, you know, oh, I'm stuck on this word right now. I was using it every day. Oh, sorry. Okay. So discipline. Discipline is a big word, right? And if you don't discipline yourself, then you never feel the rewards of the accomplishments. And I decided to discipline myself with the weed. I was like, okay, listen, I was never coming online right now, just to be clear to everybody. I was never coming online because I knew the minute I do this, there's no turning back. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about taking a risk or, oh, if I don't get views, if I get no views or whatever, it doesn't matter. The fact that I'm applying myself right now reinsures me. I finally took the steps forward to make the changes going forward in my life. And I need the discipline in myself to keep that structure. And if I don't hold that discipline in myself, then I will fail. This is true. So, the reason why I'm saying I'm all messed up right now, I'm not messed up, man. You know what I mean. I know there's no looking back right now, man. I'm so happy. I'm so stoked. Like, I am. Even after I do this video, I'm going to go watch UFC tonight. Hey, Paddy Pimblett. This guy better win tonight, I swear. Anyway, I'm going to watch UFC tonight. But after this video, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for taking the initiative to just do it, not talk about it. I've been planning it for a long time, and I never pick up to go on the video because, hey, first of all, look at the head on me. The hell? I'm surprised my video is still working right now. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm stepping out of the box. I'm creating a new box for myself. And I want to reassure everybody, anybody that's going to take time to watch this video, to support me, laugh at me, feel good about me, hate me, you know what, it don't matter. Thank you for the attention. And thank you for the time. That's for sure. I just went on the fly today, as you can tell. I didn't want to really touch down on nothing too major. Just where I plan on going with this. But the key, this is my new high to life right now. Never looking back. You know what? I am going to help as many people as I can help, either through my words, through my actions. I take full responsibility, and I want everybody to hear this, because if anybody's ever come across me or had dealings with me in my life, knows me, however you feel, for the ones that I did let down, for when I was not in a good headspace and I made wrong decisions, for the people I made sad, I just want to let you know, I'm sorry. You know, I ask that you find it in your heart at some point in time just to forgive me, even though the past is not going to change. But what is going to change is I want to come clean with myself to go forward, right? There's nobody coming at me to try to bring anything in my past or whatever to slander me, knock me down. You know what? Batter's up, bud. It ain't going to work. I know I made mistakes in my life, and I'm apologizing right now for them. Anybody ever watch my video? Anybody have a different vibe about me? Anyone have a different feeling? All I can say is, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry for whatever that situation was. Most likely, I made some bad judgments. Most likely, sometimes I was rude. And most likely, sometimes I acted in surviving and not out of the real person that I am. You know, there were some days back in my past, no offense, you know, I felt like survival came first, then respect, especially for the ones that actually cared for you. I'll never do that again. That was in a bad place, bad time, and don't worry about it. It's the new Kevin that matters. So thank you for everybody that spent some time watching this video, and I apologize for anything else in my life that you feel I've done wrong to you, or that I hurt you, or whatever. Just suck it up, man. Let's come clean with it. You know what I mean? I can't go back in time. I can't fix it. Nor would I. I'm who I am today because of what I went through. And what I'm going to offer going forward is remarkable. So for the ones that I'm going to lose because you feel I don't regret my actions, I'm sorry you take it that way. But this is a lesson in life. You have to go forward. So thank you everybody for who's going to look at this video. I'm definitely going to be a lot more on script next time I come online. I was really nervous to do this a little bit today, but I feel better. I'm seeing some names. I have to give some shout outs out. I'm just seeing them off my page, but you know, my cousin Nick and Jim Swatton. Wow, what a name. This guy is a gentleman and a scholar. Let me tell you, man, Jim used to live beside me in Rexdale, in Tanridge, and yeah, Jim's a good guy. We have some stories between each other, like, you know, there was a little fire one time, let's just say, that started happening in my townhouse, and you know, if it wasn't for Jim, well, let's just say one of my mom's ex-boyfriends probably would have burnt to a crisp, but yeah. I know he's laughing right now. I ran out to this guy. Oh, Jim, come with me. You know, we go upstairs and clothes are all on fire on top of my mom's boyfriend. It was just crazy. But anyway, Jim, he had one of the sickest dogs in the neighborhood. Very good man. You know what? All about family, all about respect, very strong demeanor. Still to this day, you wouldn't even think. 30 years later, this guy looks like he's been watching a lot of Oprah. He's looking good these days. And my cousin Nick, well, you know, he's been with me from the beginning till now too. And at the end of the day, Nick's an amazing guy, right? He has a big heart. He's another survival story. But, you know, enough about all this. I just want to give my respect, especially to those two people, because they've been watching me since the beginning. Now, everybody else, I'm sorry. I haven't touched my screen. I'm not even trying to get familiar with all this that's going on right now. I just want to do my video and speak my piece, man. And yeah, it felt good. I look forward to coming back. And you know what? Buckle up. This journey is going to be exciting. It's going to be powerful. You know, I can't promise straight face all the time. This is rawness coming from me, man. I got a lot held in my chest, you know. I got a brother out there that's missing me. I got another brother and sister out there that just don't know the real me. They're still stuck on stupid, you know what I mean? But I still love them. I have people out there that I love, man. And at the end of the day, I'm going to love myself again. And a part of loving myself is going to be loving everybody else and doing it in a respectful way, man. So at the end of the day, yo, we are the world. We are. Yo, thank you, everyone. I'm just going to let this song play. Take a minute. And it's going to be a lot better going forward. I promise you, man. You motivate me. I motivate myself. And I hope I motivate you. We're going to do this different. Yeah, not like everybody else. We don't need no filters. We don't need no background lights. We don't need fake people putting fake comments. We know who the real ones are. And as a group, hey man, let's see what we can do to help other people too. for what we can. But right now, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for who you are. And don't have no regrets from the past. You can't. Just make your future better. If you want to regret anything, regret not making a better step for tomorrow. Okay? That's the only thing you need to regret. I love everybody, man. And I look forward to this new journey. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Say bye, Vicky. Say your videos are coming soon. Look. Her? Yo. She's my one. Yeah. She's not allowed to mount me, but she's my one. She keeps me sober, man. She's such a good cat, man. I mean, all this time coming up until now, yeah, she's been my rock. She helped me get to this part right now. This one, right here. Yeah. Pretty cat. Yo, I think we have the same eyes. No? We have the same eyes? I'm so fucking retarded. Jim, Nick. Like, you make it hard. I'm seeing your names. I'm like a little. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, man. Yo, to the next video. Let's do this.